Welcome back, guys. I am back to fold that hand and trying to get a drink. Oops, yeah, I did. And yeah, so good flop here for no one. Looks like that's a call you lose. I think looks like call you lose pretty cognitive of flop textures and people ranges and stuff. I think I'm gonna be figuring stuff out there. Gonna go and fold. Don't really like the open. I mean, I can open, but I was gonna say a couple things, and one of them would be this guy shoving against my open, so I need to kind of keep it legit when I open, close to legit if possible. So Montal banking, he had 30 big blinds and decided to fold against a 10 big blind shove. Fine, not quite sure what he had, but whatever's. Got 10-4 suited here. I'm gonna like to play a little tight. Um, Pick my spots. Definitely be shoving when I can. Um, and yeah, just taking my time because it looks like everybody averages out to about what I have. So if it wasn't for that cooler of sorts, I'll be at the over half a million mark and cooling along, I think. But that's all right. Do the crazy one, like Queen's attitude. Yeah. Diamond. And I can't say flop. Jack, a diamond, right? Yeah. So I have like, pretty hard. I had flop crush pretty hard, and this guy Blazer fan, he bets out big. I'm like, ooh, Yeah. So I call on a turn. Basically to get it in on the turn, and he had King Jack or King Kicker, Queen Jack, Queen Kicker, and flush draw. He had suited diamonds too. No, he had no diamonds. Or flush. Yeah, he just had whatever. So it's cool. 9 do so, gonna fold. So, guys, my strategy right now is a little bit reversed. I'm gonna be playing somewhat tight, um, trying to accumulate some chips with less risk as possible. So that means a lot of things. I mean, it could mean squeezing somebody jam, like what we did here. It's unfortunate for a local-minded Laser fan. Just happened to run good at that point in time. So we can say good game for him. You can listen on please. So now Robbie Bliss decided to jam under the gun with 5 big blinds. Hopefully somebody calls. And let's see what happens here. Michigan is thinking about it, contemplating why EMC equals C squared or whatever it is, and doesn't quite find out the answer. Decides to go to the bathroom and take it down. But it's all right. We know, fellow viewers of this blog and watchers of my videos, that pretty much don't need a hand to call a 5 big blind shove. So Blazer fan definitely should have called, and Tone should have called. 4-8 suited, gonna fold. What I'd like to happen is if I raise somebody play back. I like the beginning and end, and whether or not it's a great hand or not, I'd rather have it like you know, something that's decent to do that with. Pop pairs, of course, broadways, high connectors, etc. So with the Bliss, wow, decided to squeeze, and he squeezed with Ace Jack. Tolan folds, and wow, Bliss gets there on the river with a jack. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamics now because it looks like Tolan just like to call, like just calls. I mean, probably had a bad minute plan with Verizon or something because he did a lot of calling. And yeah, it just seemed kind of too bad. But anyway, so call you lose has open. I'm gonna be folding my big blind 69 offsuit, and yeah, pretty interesting, guys. Wow, we get a shove by Montalvo, 28 big blind shove. Call you lose. Hopefully did not fold. He opened to almost over five times. No, sorry, 4.5 times the big blind. The deuces felt like deuces with the nizzles, and Montal doubled up. And call you lose actually loses here with the deuces, which is horrendous. But alright, that's okay. So we have Queen Jack suited in the big small blind. If it gets folded around to us, we're jamming for sure. We're jamming against the big blind. Hopefully that's we got Blazer Fan deciding to open. I don't understand why people are doing 4.5. I have Queen Jack suited here. I'm liking my squeeze spot, to be honest with you guys. And I'm going to take it here. The reason being is, like I said, M. Tolan likes to call a lot, and chances are he'll fold, and we can pick up some much needed chips. And if he does call, hopefully we win the flip. But he folds, and so we did a good squeeze. We were cognitive of Mr. Verizon over here, liking the call. We punished him for taking our flat call. And as you all know, I do stand-up comedy at the Improv. Anyway, so Blazer Fan says, I made a big laydown, hope you had it. I'm going to put down kings, like obviously, and kind of, say I had kings and what now. But we all know that I didn't have kings. We all know that you got to be aggressive. In this spot right here, I like to open. We are at 28 big blind, granted, but I feel like it's good enough to open here. Similar to say that, we have Mr. Sever. Oh yeah, so it's debatable if everybody folded and it came back down to me. What would I have done? I just probably would fold either way. But given the fact that Mr. You lose is doing it with probably Ace Queen, Ace 10. I fold. Oh, he does it with Ace 8, and he gets there. And we would have got there. And yeah, we would have knocking out both these guys had we called. Excuse me. But we ended up not calling. So that was pretty sick. Sequence of betting and raising and shoving and reshoving and but such to life in Absolute Poker, which a little bit from the norm on Merge, because Merge isn't really like that. If we were to compare, I would say that Merge Network and Absolute Poker UB are similar, except I would say Merge is more like the younger brother, and Absolute Poker is like the big brother concept. And so, yeah. Anywho, that's that. But that being said, Absolute Poker also actually has bigger prize pools, bigger fields. So I think, and I've talked to one of my colleagues, poker colleagues about this. He's definitely advocating Absolute Poker. Wants to do a jump from Merge to Absolute Poker, and I do agree to some extent. I just feel that Merge also offers a lot of good return on the investment. Um, but that being said, I've been doing pretty horrendous the past couple months on Merge, so hopefully things will turn around. Had a pretty interesting pot going up here. The Big Stat versus Michigan State of Michigan. Let's see how that goes out. I think a bet by Michigan will take it down. I don't see Montel calling often. He doesn't have the line. I mean, boards are coordinated. We can have a boat, a straight, flush. Anyway, so pretty gutsy bet by Michigan either way. But as it stands, pretty straightforward. It's starting to look like if things don't progress like exponentially with everybody stacks, it's gonna bust out. It's starting to look like we're gonna be doing a crapshoot variation soon, and so we gotta be cognitive of that, and also be cognitive of our blinds that we have here. So they said that we're in third place or fourth place rather. Let's take a look at the blinds. So Montauk has 42 big blinds. Beat that big guy here. Michigan has 26 big blinds. Yours truly has 25. I'm still gonna open. Can't prevent myself from not opening. And yeah, the only thing I was worried about was Seaver and you lose jamming on me. Now that Seaver doesn't have a small stat, I don't think he'd jam me up wide. And call you lose, I'm okay calling him if he jams on me. So yeah. So anyway, so let's see. Lob had 15 bigs. Colin has 12. Blazer has 31. Michigan has 26. Paul has 9. And Seaver has 20. Yours truly, Hero has 25. And Montel is banking, which is really weird. That probably means he has some sort of strong hand and he's trying to get something going on here. So now we can fold. Unfortunately, we can't see a flop. I really do hope Montel is trying to underrepresent his hand. So hopefully he's doing this with like queens. Well, I don't even think he's doing that with a big pair, to be honest, guys. I think he might be doing it with a small pair. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and fold and see what happens. It could be very well a squeeze by Blazer, but I would not put it past him because I did that to him and he's doing that to me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we do get a call from Montel, so we can kind of see what Blazer fans doing that with. He folds, and hopefully it shows. It'd be nice. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, that's alright. Take some, maybe get some back, you know. So, ace do so. We're gonna fold. That was a kind of scary squeeze. Because Montel was thinking about that for so long. Squeezing there is kind of scary. If it was a quick call, then yeah, squeeze, cool. But yeah, Montel was banking, so when Blazer shoved, I would put on more likely on a strong hand versus a weaker hand, or a squeeze. But yeah, that was just unfortunate. Unfortunate. Michigan thinking, so he decides to limp. And remember, guys, he's the same person that limped with King Queen suited. We're gonna fold, and he also limped with Ace Deuce suited. So he likes to limp a lot. And you can tell too, because look at the range of 30 and 10, the gap, he's a habitual limper, probably a habitual bedwetter, or doesn't like to raise, so probably a lot of nightmares, wets the bed, that kind of stuff. Not quite sure why I'm being very, stand-up-ish today on the video. Maybe it's because I haven't been on a Final Table video in a while. So hitting the break right now, guys. So I'm gonna put a pause to this, and we'll be right back. And as it stands right now, we're 4 out of 8, and we are looking good. Alright, guys, I'm back. Alright, guys, we're back from the break, and we get a shove by Mr. You Lose, who was the former chip leader at the start of the final table, and he has 11 bigs. And Michigan is banking hard. He's thinking about it. I don't think he's gonna call. And yeah, obviously we're not calling. Yeah. So let's see what happens. I don't know why Michigan decided to bank so hard on that. I think he's just trying to stall for whatever reason. There's no bubble to speak of. And he doesn't have a lot of chips anyway. I mean, there's no need for him to really stall here. I have 4-5 offsuit. I could jam here, pick up the blinds and pick up this limp here, but not exactly the best scenario. It'd be interesting to see what Mr. Lose does, and he does decide to raise. Don't think he can have that much of an effect against Michigan because he's has chips, he's in position. I think he'll at least call, if not jam it in. If he he folds. Proves me wrong. Call you lose shows that he's coming off suit. And yeah. Interesting. Pretty interesting. We get an all-in by Tolan. We get a reshove by Rob. Basically, we're probably going to see some Broadways against each other, or a pair against a Broadway. And wow, we're getting everything here. Oh wow, that's just... and it gets chopped. We could have won it had we called, but we're not psychic and we can't call with Jack 8 offsuit. But it's a 3-way chop, and all that excitement is null and void. That was interesting. You see that 3-way? Yeah. I would have won. What is it? 3-way? Oh, man. I would have won because I had the Jack of Diamonds. Oh, you had a flush? Yeah. Well, it was a flush on the board. Yeah. But obviously I had the diamond, so that would have made it a better flush. But whatever. Tolan's jam, which is perfectly fine. Good spot to jam too. He can be facing the blinds. He gets called by Blazer Fan, and Blazer Fan loses, and Tolan doubles up. So it looks like everybody's averaging out here, and we're going to be hurting, so to speak, here. I think we're going to recalculate our blinds. Colon is up to 30 bigs. Blazers fans down to 23 bigs. We are in shove mode against the Rays, against an open. I also like shoving at an open pot. Yeah, so hopefully we can pick up something that will allow us to double up and get it back into contention of sorts. And 7-3 suited is not it. Call you lose opens pretty big. He looks like he's one of those big ball guys, like home run hitters trying to do that, like to like bet big and play big pots and so forth. So, yep. So I'm going to be UTG with 3-6 offsuit and a folding. And for this second part of the video, we're 21 minutes, and we shall see what happens. Montel is now 3xing every hand. Looks like Blazer fan decides to ship it in. I would definitely probably see, I can say a fold, but Montel has aces, and Blazer needs an 8. He does not get it. And Montel said, "This is how we do it with aces." But yeah, it's easy game when you have aces. We have HFO. We're going to be getting in against open by call you lose. Any open really. Call you lose has open. We're going to be shoving on him pretty hard. And let's see what happens. We're going to get in. And call you have ace king. Wow. Let's fold. We don't. Massive pot. Yes. No, he had diamond though. Oh! What? Delayed reaction by Man of Steel 33. But yeah, but that's alright. That's just happens. You can't do anything about that, really, unfortunately. The call you lose gets there with ace king. Really on top of his range. We're shoving 10-8-0. Shoving any two in this situation. So much in the pot. You know, it's fairly straightforward, and it's an easy call by Gork Sever, and that's all we wrote, and we bust out in 7. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me win $37 after, I believe it was 6 hours and 6 minutes. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It is the first final table run on AP. And yeah. Alright guys, for promotion, make it confident, and yeah, keep God first. Peace.